Now, today, many people come into a doctor of chiropractic and they don't really know what to expect. Some people have seen doctors of chiropractic before with their parents, for example, and they bring their children in, or they bring in a friend or refer a relative, and they're relatively knowledgeable of what to expect. But we wanted to go over what is chiropractic, because there's a lot of things that have changed in the last 20 years since I've gotten out of school. And when patients come into us, there's some unique things that doctors of chiropractic do that a lot of people don't see in other offices or other doctors' offices. Because when we talk about what chiropractic is, I'd like to point to a saying from Thomas Edison. I brought along a little plaque that we keep in the office. And Thomas Edison said, "The doctor of the future will give no medicine, but will interest his patients in the care of the human frame, in diet, and in the cause and prevention of disease." Now, old Thomas was a pretty smart guy. He harnessed DC electric power, which has later changed into AC, or alternating current. But basically, when we talk about our health these days, you can say we treat our cars better than we do our bodies. Let me give you an example. Many times people treat things that go wrong with their bodies. If they treat the symptom, they think they've gotten to the cause. Let me give you a broad example. If you're diabetic and you take insulin, or you take oral diuretics or different medications to lower your blood sugar, some people say they have cured their diabetes. No, you're just on medication or insulin that allows you to keep your blood sugar under control. That's not a cure. You're managing it, yes, but there are other ways that you can also reduce your risk and lower your blood sugar. So there's a difference between treating the symptom and getting to the cause. With chiropractic, we deal with musculoskeletal issues. Obviously, you've heard of doctors of chiropractic that adjust the spine. We adjust not only all the articulations in the spine, but the skull, the neck, the shoulders, the jaw, the feet, the toes, there's wrist, there's all kinds of articulations. And many times people injure many different joints in different fashions. But the point is, when doctors of chiropractic do something on a musculoskeletal basis, they are affecting many different parts of your body. The major part of your body that controls everything is your nervous system. And they explained it to us like this in school 20-odd years ago. If we took away everything that made you accept your nervous system, if we took away your bones and your muscles and your skin and everything else, everybody would still be able to recognize you as an individual just by your nervous system, because your nervous system is so perverse, so detailed, so fine, that it goes into every cell in your body. So if we know our brain makes the electrical energy and it travels down the spinal cord and it goes out to our whole body. Now, it's even happened to the point that when we order an x-ray, sometimes people don't understand this, and this is what we encourage all of our patients to do, and we encourage the general public to do this as well. You need to see your own films. You need to have the physician that ordered the films explain them to you. And even if your family doctor orders an MRI or an x-ray or something of that nature, nowadays you can get a little disc and the hospital will mail it to your doctor, will mail it to you. We are, as doctors, required to keep any films that we order or expose for a minimum of 7 years. But now on digital memory, you can keep them almost indefinitely for a good 50 years before they would decay, if not even longer than that. But it's very important, because when you have an injury, you need to know where your spine is and what damage you've had to it or before or in the past. And one of the things that we inherit from our parents is our spinal shape. One of the things that we always encourage people to do is, when they see their own films, we explain to them the different subtle realities of everybody's spine. Just like our faces are all different because we inherit our facial features from our parents, so too everybody's spine is a little different. And you may hear people, maybe even your family doctor, say, well, you have a little disc bulge or you have a little disc herniation. Well, there's a wide range of these things, and each individual is unique, and you have to understand your own spine. Let me give you an example. You could be a little grandmother past 65 years old and osteoporotic and have a small disc herniation bulge the size of a pimple, and it could press against the spinal cord or it could press against one of the spinal nerve roots and give you excruciating pain. Or you could be a football player with a disc herniation the size of a dime, and you might not even feel it because the size of your spinal canal is so big. That's why it's imperative that you see and your doctor explain to you what your particular MRI looks like.